Think you have witnessed the full majesty of Canada, its sprawling landscapes, its iconic vistas. Perhaps you believe its grand narrative has been entirely unveiled, its secrets laid bare for all to see. But I invite you to reconsider, to journey with me beyond the familiar postcards and well-trodden paths. For beneath the surface of popular perception lies a Canada less charted, a realm of quiet marvels and profound beauty, patiently awaiting discovery. This vast dominion, stretching from ocean to ocean, still cradles sanctuaries of silence and pockets of wonder that have eluded the hurried gaze of the modern world, offering solace and surprise in equal measure. Behold, a fleeting glimpse into this hidden Canada, cascades of pure, untamed water, thundering into emerald pools, their spray painting rainbows in the crisp air. Imagine remote lakes, their surfaces like polished obsidian, reflecting skies impossibly vast and star-dusted, far from the intrusive glow of city lights. Picture villages, vibrant with color and character, nestled in valleys carved by ancient glaciers, where time itself seems to slow its relentless march. Envision wild, untamed landscapes where the earth breathes in rhythms undisturbed for millennia, where the echoes of primordial forces still resonate in the wind and the rock, promising encounters with nature in its most authentic, unfiltered state. Today, we embark on an extraordinary expedition, peeling back the layers of the commonplace to reveal the hidden gems of Canada. These are places of profound allure, sanctuaries so secluded that even many who call this great land home remain unaware of their existence, their stories whispered only on the winds or shared in the quiet confidence of local lore. Are you prepared to venture beyond the familiar, to escape the clamor of crowded destinations and immerse yourself in realms of serene, unspoiled beauty? This journey promises not just sights, but experiences that resonate deep within the soul, forging a connection with the wild heart of this immense and diverse nation. From clandestine islands shrouded in mist and legend to mystical forests where ancient trees stand as silent sentinels of time, our exploration will span the breadth of this remarkable country. We shall navigate to 7 incredible, underrated destinations, each a unique jewel in Canada's vast treasure chest, places you will undoubtedly wish to etch onto your personal map of earthly wonders. Prepare to witness the extraordinary, to learn of ecosystems thriving in seclusion, and to feel the profound peace that comes from encountering nature in its most pristine and powerful forms. These are the stories of Canada, waiting to be told. Our journey into Canada's hidden heart begins far off its westernmost shores, in the remote archipelago known as Haida Gwaii. These are the islands of the people, a place where the veil between the mystical and the terrestrial seems exceptionally thin, a world unto itself, sculpted by the relentless Pacific and steeped in the mists of time. To reach this isolated sanctuary is to undertake a pilgrimage, a deliberate step away from the familiar cadence of modern life and into a realm governed by older, deeper rhythms. The very air here feels different, charged with an ancient energy, a palpable sense of history and enduring spirit that clings to every moss-draped branch and wave-worn stone. Here, nature remains profoundly untouched, a vibrant tapestry of emerald forests and sapphire waters, largely unaltered by the passage of centuries. Towering Sitka spruce and red cedar, some having stood for hundreds of years, form a majestic canopy beneath which a complex ecosystem thrives in quiet harmony. The islands, often shrouded in a soft, ethereal mist, possess a raw, untamed beauty that captivates the soul and humbles the spirit. This is a landscape that speaks not in shouts but in hushed whispers, the sigh of the wind through ancient boughs, the gentle lapping of waves on secluded shores, the distant call of an eagle soaring high above the dramatic, weather-beaten coastlines. To set foot upon Haida Gwaii is to feel as though one has stepped back into a more primeval epoch, a time when humanity lived in closer communion with the natural world. The archipelago's pristine environment, fiercely protected by its isolation and the deep reverence of its inhabitants, offers a rare glimpse into what much of this coast once was. The beaches are strewn not with the detritus of modern life, but with polished stones and intricate driftwood, each piece a sculpture crafted by the patient hand of the ocean. The forests are deep and silent, save for the rustle of unseen creatures and the drip of moisture from the verdant undergrowth, a living testament to nature's enduring power. It is this very remoteness, this seeming inaccessibility, that has preserved Haida Gwaii as a true hidden gem, a sanctuary where its unique character and profound spiritual atmosphere have been allowed to flourish, undisturbed. Far from the bustling tourist trails, these islands offer a different kind of journey, one of introspection, connection, and profound respect for the enduring tapestry of life. The journey may be long, the access requiring careful planning, but the rewards are immeasurable. An encounter with a world that retains its ancient magic, its wild soul intact and fiercely beating, a beacon of hope for what can be preserved when nature is revered. Continuing our exploration of British Columbia's wild and wondrous coast, we venture towards another marvel, one that lies nestled within the embrace of Clayoquot Sound, Tofino's Hot Springs Cove. This is not a destination reached by a casual drive. It is a place that demands a more adventurous spirit, a willingness to journey beyond the conventional. Tucked away in the Maquina Marine Provincial Park, this geothermal wonder remains one of the coast's best-kept secrets, a reward for those who seek solace and rejuvenation in the heart of untamed nature. Its allure lies not only in the soothing waters themselves, but in the very act of reaching this secluded haven. Access to Hot Springs Cove is an experience in itself, a thrilling overture to the natural symphony that awaits. One must traverse the often turbulent waters by boat, a journey of roughly an hour and a half, or opt for the breathtaking perspective offered by a float plane, soaring above the intricate lacework of islands and inlets. This deliberate remoteness is key to its charm, ensuring that the cove remains uncrowded, preserving its tranquil and almost mystical atmosphere. The voyage offers tantalizing glimpses of the rugged West Coast beauty-dense coniferous forests clinging to steep mountainsides, dramatic sea stacks carved by millennia of Pacific storms, and the ever-present possibility of encountering marine wildlife, from playful sea otters to majestic gray whales. As the boat or plane carves its path through the pristine waters, a sense of anticipation begins to build, a feeling of leaving the everyday world further and further behind. The air grows saltier, the calls of seabirds more distinct, and the sheer scale of the wilderness becomes profoundly apparent. This journey is more than mere transportation. It is an immersion, a gradual shedding of urban cares as one moves deeper into a realm where nature's grandeur reigns supreme. The coastline, viewed from the water or the air, reveals its raw, untamed character, a mosaic of secluded beaches, rocky headlands, and ancient forests that seem to spill directly into the sea, hinting at the primal beauty that awaits at the destination. This carefully guarded access is precisely what elevates Hot Springs Cove to the status of a hidden gem. It is a place that doesn't readily reveal itself, requiring effort and a spirit of adventure to uncover its treasures. This exclusivity ensures that those who arrive share a common appreciation for the journey and the destination, fostering a sense of quiet camaraderie among fellow seekers of natural wonder. The reward for this endeavor is an encounter with a place that feels almost sacred, a natural spa sculpted by geological forces, offering a unique opportunity to connect with the Earth's raw energy in a setting of unparalleled, wild beauty, far from the relentless pace of modern existence. Our journey now takes us to the easternmost reaches of Canada, to an island province renowned for its gentle landscapes and pastoral charm, Prince Edward Island. Yet even here, amidst the familiar red cliffs and rolling potato fields, lies a phenomenon quite extraordinary, a secret whispered by the wind and waves. We venture to Basin Head, home to a stretch of coastline known, rather captivatingly, as Singing Sands Beach. This is no ordinary expanse of shoreline. It possesses a voice, a subtle music that has intrigued visitors for generations, a testament to the intricate wonders hidden within the seemingly simple elements of our natural world. The name itself, Singing Sands, evokes a sense of mystery and enchantment, a promise of an experience that transcends the purely visual. And indeed, as one ambles along this remarkable beach, a curious acoustic marvel unfolds beneath one's feet. With each step, the fine, dry grains of sand emit a distinct, almost melodic sound, a gentle swish or a high-pitched squeak, akin to a soft chorus accompanying your leisurely stroll. This is not a mere fancy, but a genuine physical occurrence, a subtle symphony played out by the precise composition and shape of the sand particles themselves, a delicate interplay of friction and vibration. What, then, is the secret behind this coastal choir? The answer lies in the microscopic structure of the sand. Composed primarily of silica quartz, these grains are remarkably uniform in size and possess a spherical shape, polished smooth by the relentless action of the waves over countless millennia. When pressure is applied, as by a footfall, these tiny spheres rub against one another, creating vibrations that resonate at a frequency audible to the human ear. It is a delicate concert, dependent on the dryness of the sand and the specific conditions of this unique geological setting, a natural orchestra performing its subtle masterpiece. This rare phenomenon is not unique to Prince Edward Island, appearing in select locations across the globe. Yet here, at Basin Head, it presents itself with a particular clarity and charm. The sound is not overpowering, not a booming declaration, but rather a gentle, almost ethereal hum, a subtle reminder of the complex physics at play in even the most tranquil of environments. It encourages a slower pace, a more attentive presence, as one becomes attuned to this delicate auditory signature, a secret language spoken by the earth itself, a quiet marvel waiting to be discovered by those who tread softly and listen closely. Our quest for Canada's hidden treasures now transports us to the far northwest, to the vast, untamed wilderness of the Yukon Territory. Here, nestled within the Ogilvy Mountains, lies a landscape of such raw, dramatic grandeur that it has earned the evocative moniker, the Patagonia of the North. This is Tombstone Territorial Park, a realm of jagged peaks, sweeping tundra, and an almost palpable sense of primordial wilderness. It is a place where the forces of nature are writ large upon the land, a breathtaking panorama that speaks of ancient geological upheavals and the enduring power of ice and wind. The comparison to Patagonia is no mere hyperbole. The mountains here, particularly the park's namesake, Tombstone Mountain, possess a stark, imposing beauty, their dark granitic spires and serrated ridges clawing at the vast northern sky. These are not gentle rolling hills, but formidable weather-beaten giants, sculpted by millennia of glacial activity and frost shattering. Their sheer scale is humbling, creating a profound sense of insignificance in the face of such elemental power, a feeling that draws adventurers and solitude seekers alike to their imposing ramparts. The very air seems charged with an ancient energy, a wildness that permeates every rock and ravine. This is a land shaped by extremes, where permafrost underlies much of the terrain, dictating the patterns of vegetation and the flow of water. The tundra stretches out in vast open expanses, a mosaic of low-lying shrubs, hardy grasses, and vibrant wildflowers that burst into color during the brief, intense summer months. It is a landscape that demands respect, where human presence feels fleeting and insignificant against the backdrop of geological time. The silence here is profound, broken only by the whisper of the wind, the distant call of a raven, or the rush of a meltwater stream, a silence that amplifies the grandeur of the surroundings. Exploring Tombstone is to step back into a wilder, more elemental world. The Dempster Highway, one of North America's great adventure roads, provides a thread of access into this remote region. But beyond its graveled reach lies true wilderness. It's a place where the spirit of exploration is alive and well, where the challenges are as real as the rewards are profound. The sheer, unadulterated wildness of Tombstone Territorial Park offers an experience increasingly rare in our modern world, a chance to witness nature in its most untamed and magnificent state, a truly unforgettable encounter with the raw heart of the Yukon. From the vast wilderness of the Yukon, our journey now takes us to a more intimate, yet no less dramatic corner of Canada, the charming village of Elora in southern Ontario. While Ontario is often associated with sprawling cities and vast lake systems, hidden within its embrace are geological marvels that surprise and enchant. At the heart of Elora lies one such wonder, the Elora Gorge, a place where the Grand River has, over countless millennia, carved a spectacular chasm through the ancient limestone bedrock, creating a landscape of unexpected drama and rugged beauty. The cliffs of the Elora Gorge rise sheer and imposing, plummeting some 22 meters or 72 feet to the rushing waters below. These limestone walls, weathered and sculpted by the relentless forces of water and ice, tell a story stretching back hundreds of millions of years to a time when this region lay beneath the waters of a tropical sea. Today, they stand as silent sentinels, their surfaces adorned with tenacious ferns, mosses, and even hardy trees that cling precariously to any available crevice. a testament to life's persistence in the most challenging of environments. The Grand River itself, the architect of this magnificent gorge, flows with a determined energy, its waters often taking on a striking turquoise hue, particularly when contrasted with the pale gray of the limestone. This vibrant color, a result of suspended mineral particles and the way light interacts with the water, adds another layer of visual allure to the scene. The river's journey through the gorge is a dynamic one, with sections of swift currents and bubbling rapids giving way to calmer, reflective pools, each bend revealing a new perspective on this natural masterpiece, a testament to the erosive power of water. Walking along the cliff edges, or venturing down into the gorge itself, one is enveloped by a sense of natural grandeur that feels worlds away from the surrounding agricultural landscapes. The air is cool and moist, carrying the scent of damp earth and vegetation, and the sound of the river is a constant, soothing presence. It is a place that invites exploration and contemplation, a natural cathedral carved from stone, where the sheer scale and intricate details of the gorge inspire a profound appreciation for the slow, patient artistry of geological processes, a hidden jewel in Ontario's diverse natural crown. Here, in the heart of Canada, lies a realm often perceived as mere passage, a vast, uninterrupted flatness stretching towards distant horizons. The prairies of Saskatchewan, a name that itself evokes images of endless grain and immense, overarching skies, hold secrets known only to the patient observer. This is not a land that shouts its glories, but rather whispers them on the ever-present wind, a subtle invitation to look closer, to perceive the intricate tapestry of life woven into its seemingly uniform fabric. It is a domain of subtle grandeur, a testament to the enduring power of nature in its most elemental and expansive forms, a landscape that demands contemplation. Within this immense flatness, Grasslands National Park emerges as a precious sanctuary, a fragment of original prairie preserved against the tide of cultivation. It remains one of Canada's least visited national parks, a fact that only enhances its profound sense of wilderness and untouched character. A true refuge. Here, the scale of the land is humbling, offering a perspective rarely found in our crowded world, a chance to witness ecosystems functioning as they have for millennia, largely undisturbed by the clamor of modern human activity. This relative obscurity is its strength, protecting its delicate balance and offering a genuine escape into a world defined by natural rhythms and ancient processes. The vast prairie skies are perhaps the park's most defining feature, an immense dome that stretches from one edge of the earth to the other, unbroken by mountains or forests. During the day, this celestial canvas hosts dramatic cloud formations, painted by sunlight that travels unimpeded across the landscape, shifting colors and moods with the hours. As dusk descends, it transforms into an unparalleled theater for celestial events. The sunsets here are legendary, bathing the grasslands in hues of fiery orange and soft lavender. This uninterrupted view of the heavens fosters a profound connection to the cosmos, a feeling of being a small part of something infinitely larger, a humbling experience under the silent, watchful gaze of the universe. And then there is the silence, a peaceful silence so profound it seems to have weight. It is not an absence of sound, but rather an immersion in the subtle symphony of nature. The rustle of wind through the diverse species of native grasses, each with its own voice, the distant haunting call of a coyote echoing across the coulees, the chirping of crickets, the low buzz of unseen insects, the soft footfall of wildlife. This auditory landscape is a balm to the senses, a stark contrast to the cacophony of urban existence, allowing for a deep sense of calm and introspection to settle. It is in this quietude that the true spirit of the prairie reveals itself, a gentle, pervasive presence that speaks directly to the soul. Far out in the expansive embrace of the Gulf of St. Lawrence lies a remote island chain of singular beauty and character, the Magdalen Islands, or Les Îles de la Madeleine, as they are known in the lyrical tongue of their inhabitants. This small archipelago, a delicate string of sand and sandstone, appears almost fragile against the might of the surrounding Atlantic waters, a haven of tranquility. Reaching them requires a deliberate journey, a voyage that in itself begins to separate the traveler from the mainland's hustle and bustle, preparing one for the unique rhythm and distinct atmosphere of island life. Their isolation has nurtured a resilient spirit and a culture deeply intertwined with the moods and bounty of the sea, a place apart in both geography and spirit. Dominating the visual narrative of these islands are the magnificent red cliffs, sentinels of sandstone sculpted relentlessly by wind and waves over millennia. Their striking color, a deep, ferrous oxide red, blazes under the northern sun, a stark and breathtaking contrast to the sapphire blues of the surrounding Gulf. These are not mere geological features. They are living chronicles of time, their layers telling stories of ancient seas and powerful elemental forces. To stand before them is to witness a raw, untamed artistry, a dramatic statement of nature's capacity for both creation and erosion, a constant reminder of the dynamic earth beneath our feet, ever-changing. In stunning juxtaposition to these fiery ramparts are the pristine white beaches, many stretching for kilometers, their sands fine and soft underfoot. These beaches are not merely picturesque, they are the connective tissue of the archipelago, linking island to island with graceful sweeping dunes, often crowned with hardy marram grass. The sound of the surf is a constant companion here, a rhythmic sigh or a powerful roar, depending on the temper of the Atlantic, shaping the shoreline with each incoming tide. The crystal-clear waters, though often bracingly cool, invite exploration, reflecting the vast sky above and offering glimpses into the marine world below, a gentle counterpoint to the ruggedness of the Vermilion Cliffs nearby. The wind-swept coastlines are a defining characteristic of the Magdalen Islands, where the wind is not just a weather phenomenon, but an omnipresent sculptor. It carves the cliffs, shapes the dunes, and dictates the growth of vegetation, bending trees into dramatic, leaning forms that speak of constant struggle and resilience. This ever-present breeze carries the scent of salt and sea, a fresh, invigorating presence that animates the landscape, ruffling the grasses and whipping the waves into whitecaps. For the inhabitants, the Madalenos, the wind is a familiar force woven into their daily lives, their traditions, and even their architecture, a powerful reminder of nature's dominion in this exposed maritime realm. Our journey through Canada's clandestine wonders now draws to a reflective pause, a moment to savor the diverse tapestry of landscapes and experiences we have shared. We have walked amongst the ancient totem poles of Haida Gwaii's spiritual mists and sought solace in the rainforest-cradled thermal waters of Tofino's hot Springs Cove. We have listened to the musical whispers of Singing Sands Beach on Prince Edward Island and marveled at the Patagonian majesty of Tombstone's untouched Yukon peaks. The artistic charm of Elora, Ontario, with its dramatic gorge, has captivated us, as has the profound, starlit silence of Saskatchewan's Grasslands National Park. And finally, the crimson cliffs and Acadian spirit of the Magdalen Islands in Quebec have painted a vivid picture of resilience and coastal beauty, a fitting final canvas for our exploration. Now, as the echoes of these remarkable places linger in our minds, we turn to you. Which one of these remarkable sanctuaries, these whispers of the wild and echoes of ancient cultures, are you now compelled to add to your own personal map of discovery, to your list of future adventures, or perhaps in your own explorations across this vast and varied Canadian land? Have you already unearthed a secret corner, a place of profound beauty or quietude that deserves its moment in the sun, a story waiting to be shared with fellow seekers of the untrodden path, a gem known only to a fortunate few? The spirit of discovery is a shared one, and every journey begins with a single inspired thought, a yearning to see what lies beyond the familiar horizon, to uncover the extraordinary. If this voyage through Canada's less-traveled landscapes, these hidden jewels of the North, has stirred within you a renewed spirit of adventure, or perhaps planted the seed for a future escape, we invite you to affirm that connection, to become part of our ongoing exploration. A simple gesture, a like for this visual chronicle, a subscription to this channel, ensures you won't miss future expeditions into the heart of the extraordinary as we continue to unveil the planet's most captivating and often overlooked destinations. And consider sharing this visual tapestry, these glimpses of wonder, with someone whose soul yearns for a new travel dream, a fresh horizon to ponder, a spark to ignite their own quest for the beautiful and the serene. And now, we turn the narrative over to you, our community of explorers and nature enthusiasts. In the chronicle of comments that unfolds below this visual journey, we eagerly await your own contributions, your personal insights and discoveries. Drop the name, the essence, of your most cherished hidden gem within this vast Canadian expanse. or indeed any corner of the globe that holds a special place in your adventurer's heart. For in sharing these treasures, these personal Edens, we not only enrich each other's journeys, but also weave a collective map of wonder, an ever-expanding atlas of beauty. And who knows, your discovery, your whispered secret, might just become the star of our next exploration into the wild, inspiring countless others to seek and find.